again, it's great to meet you. Thank you for taking a minute out. And I want to begin our conversation with 4 years ago, this pandemic was raging. We didn't know how we were going to get out of it, what the ramifications were going to be. How did you get through that time period, and how did it change the way that you do business?
So first of all, funny enough, I left. So I was living in downtown LA, and then to no, and then I left Los Angeles during the pandemic. It was very difficult. I was working remotely, so I decided to move in the countryside. I mean, the city was not a fit anymore during the pandemic, and so I moved in the countryside. I isolate myself, and I started working more harder. I mean, everything. Nobody knew what's going on during the pandemic. Now it's something that is gone, but back then people didn't know what happened in 3 months, 6 months. So for me, what I did, I just decided to work harder. No, focus on my body, on my mind, in the sense of I create a very disciplined routine. So 1 hour every day I was doing exercise outside on my backyard. 1 hour I was listening a book to improve my brain, and my knowledge. And then I was working at least 10 hours a day. I mean, I was afraid that somehow getting isolated, you get bored, and you start losing the discipline. You start not doing anything. So I push myself to work harder, to be more disciplined, and to create a daily routine to improve myself, my body, and my mind.
So let's get to the heart and soul of what you do on a daily basis. I'm going to put you in front of a bunch of third grade students. It's career day, and one of the kids is curious and says, "Hey, what do you do for a living?" How do you answer them?
I work to create a farm to body functional superfood supplement that will improve the health and wellness of whoever is going to buy it. Unfortunately, I come from Italy, so unfortunately, the American diet has a huge deficiency of vegetable and fruits. Means that the Americans work harder than any other um, population on the planet. This is why America is the number 1 country in the world. However, because they work harder, they don't have enough time to cook and to prepare the right meal to have an healthy lifestyle. So, for example, people that was on the run, they eat fast food, a cheeseburger, a sandwich, a plate of pasta, and you name it. So there is a very big deficiency of vegetable and health. This is why in America, colon cancer is skyrocketing compared to Mexico, Canada, Italy, and so forth. So what I did, coming from Italy, me growing up with my mom, my grandma, my aunt cooking for me, like bell pepper, zucchini, and tomato, salad, whatever. So I create Empower Plus, which is a combination of broccoli, microgreens, and lion mane mushrooms. Now, let me tell you something. Broccoli has a very potent antioxidant compound called sulforaphane. Inside the broccoli microgreens, this potent compound, antioxidant longevity compound, is 100 times more powerful. So
Wow.
for me, it's very important. Health, 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 health. Once you are in horizontal, you are gone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. You're right. My dad, my ancestors came from Italy. My one side of the family came from Shaka, Sicily. The other side came from Naples. In my 20s, I went to Italy a few times, and I loved cooking. They had kitchens in the hotels. Everything was fresh. It was just, and it's such a component of life, and it's such a relaxing familia kind of event. It's beautiful. I didn't realize until I went to Italy what eating was all about.
And also, I agree on this. And also, beside the ritual, how important sit down at dinner time with your family, eat, and talk about whatever happened to you during the day. The food in Italy is not that poisonous as much as it is here.
Yeah.
So that is another component is very important. No, like let me give you an example. Like for example, in California has 25 million people less than Italy.
Yeah.
California is a big, no, California and Italy are big kind of the same as a territory. But California has 25 million people less than Italy. California makes 3 times the money of it. But
Wow.
so because Californian, I'm talking about California, say America, of course, because they work harder. I mean, but Italians are way more healthier
Yeah.
than California
100%.
because we have better food, better quality of food. We invest more time in cooking and having not the proper amount of vitamin, minerals, and so forth.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me take you back to the third grade. What did you want to be when you grew up? What was your dream?
And my dream when growing up, I want
Yeah.
to be honestly, when I grew up, I want to be Michelangelo. So I
Okay.
was always being fascinated by the Renaissance somehow,
Yeah.
like it was in the 15th century, um, where a group of amazing people get together in Italy and create Renaissance, so,
Yeah.
like art, music, painting, and so forth. So I was very impressed, since young age about Michelangelo. I mean, this guy at 25 years old, without light, without anything, without internet, was able from a piece of marble create the David in
Yeah.
4 years.
Uh,
So I said, I want to be an artist. My goal, my dream was to be an artist growing
yeah.
up.
So talk to me a little bit about some of the seeds that were put into you to become an entrepreneur and to come to America. How did all of that transpire and evolve into who you are today?
So to come in America, well, I came in America because I came to visit my ex-girlfriend that I met. I met in Poland. I met in North Europe, Poland. I met an American lady. We became a couple, and then was a long distance relationship. We lost connection, but a few years later, she called me up, say, "Hey, Vladi, why you don't come vacation? I want to show you California. California is amazing." So I came in Los Angeles in vacation, and I was supposed to stay a couple of weeks. However, at the last day, I missed the flight to go back to Italy, and then I never left. I mean, I was lucky enough to start working in this beautiful restaurant on the Beverly Hills. I was serving dinner to the top American stars, you name it, Marlon Brando, Clint Eastwood, Joe Pesci, and so forth. So I started my life in America, in Los Angeles, with the right food in the right place. I mean, uh, I'm in love with California.
Yeah.
I was loving my 20s living in Hollywood and Los Angeles and so forth. So, and then here where I learned how to be an entrepreneur. Let me tell you something. California right now in this moment is living the same renaissance that Italy was living in the 15th century.
Yeah.
All the most amazing company, they're shaping and changing not only the economy, but the culture of the planet in the last 25 years are born in California. Let me give you a couple of examples. If tomorrow morning a Mexican woman wakes up, take the kids to school, and then turn on Uber to make some money, it's because someone here in California invented,
Yeah.
created Uber. If a Danish family can make an extra dollar renting out their guest house, it's because someone here in California created Airbnb.
Yeah.
If someone in Italy got lost and opened a Google map, it's because someone here in California. So the economy and the culture and everything, whatever is going on right now all over the world, is because it's happening first in California.
Yeah.
In California, they have two things that nobody have around the planet, not even in Italy. They're dreamers. I mean, they wake up every morning with the sun in their face, and the glass is always half full, no matter what. And they're delusional. So these two big components make California, to me, California, and of course, I say America, a place where I want to be. So here, everything can happen. If you have an idea and you have the discipline to take the idea to execution, then you are in the right space.
Who's been a hero for you? Who's been that inspiration for you in your life?
Eh?
Who's been a hero for you in your life?
But first of all, I will say my father. I know it
Yeah.
sounds like a cliche, but my father was an orphanage during World War II. He didn't have any parents, any family. He was a single child, and ended up in an orphanage from the age of 5 to the age of 14. He was the youngest, so he was They beat him up all day, every single day. He was able to come out from the situation, going to school, going to work during the day, going to school, getting a degree, and then find a good job in a bank. And then it was super excellent single father of three kids. So that was my year. I mean, with someone that with the discipline and routine, was able to create a good lifestyle.
So if you can meet a business mind, an entrepreneur that you admire, or somebody that you admire, that anybody alive on the planet, who would you love to meet and hang out with for a little bit?
I would like to hang out with Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, actually, if I can say to Jeff Bezos and also Phil Knight, the co-founder of Nike,
Yeah.
because for them, actually, I would like to suggest to your listener to read Shoe Dog, the book by the Phil Knight, the co-founder of Nike. For them, um, creating a building a company from startup was a plan A. No, there were no plan B. So this is pretty amazing because once you are big and everything, oh wow, yes, easy. But when you start, and keep in mind, as an entrepreneur, every single day you need to create your company. Is everything up to you? And if you work for a company, if you work on a restaurant, whatever you do, no, you just wake up in the morning, you go to the office, and then they tell you what to do. As a startup, from zero, you are the one dictating the shape of the company. And I think that, I mean, Jeff Bezos he started a company when he started an internet company when the internet almost didn't exist. He was able to, he left an amazing job. I mean, it's not that this guy was, hey, I'm jobless, let me try. No, he left an amazing job, paid top dollars to start his own internet company when internet was at the beginning. And he was able to get $300,000 from their parents. And then he started a journey that, I mean, took him to stardom.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you need to be really, I mean, the way you are inside, the way you are at your core, no need to be very like still in order to to do something like that.
Yeah.
I give him so much respect. I would like to hang out with him, even for a lunch or for a dinner.
Yeah. So what's the best advice you've ever gotten?
The best advice is to open a company. I got these three advice. The first one is you need to they told me you need to answer to those questions. First of all, why you do it. This is the most important things. Know why you do it because this dictated. Like in my case, I start EDERRA, my company, because to a medical condition. So I got sick. I got an issue with my liver, and the doctor told me, Vladi, please eat, put in your diet every single day, um, broccoli microgreens. So the why was from a medical condition. Say, oh, thanks to the microgreens, my liver is better. So I wanna share this with the planet, or at least to start with America. So this is the why. Now, the second question you need to answer to yourself when you open a company is why your company. That's so important. No, so first of all, why you do it. The second is why your company, and the third one is which problem do you solve with your company. Without these three questions, if you don't know how to answer those three questions, you should rethink about opening a company.
Yeah. So what is the motivation for you every day to wake up to do this work that you do, to help people and to also evolve as a human being yourself? What is that collective motivation?
Well, the motivation, first of all, to have a purpose in life. We need to have a purpose in life. No, we have so much, we have way less time than we think we have in life. Tomorrow can be the last one. So I think that every minute counts, and that we are really on a short terms with life. Life goes so fast, and imagine with the human being is here for I don't know how many 10,000 years, whatever they are, and we live if it's good like 80 years. So we are nothing. So inside this nothing, I mean, I want to leave a footprint. And I want to know that even someone say, someone, it already happened, that someone call us, say, Vladi, thank you so much. I mean, your superfood farm to body supplement really makes me feel better. Wow, it's like I won a Oscar. And
Yeah.
then even for myself, I mean, I wake up every morning, and then I have a purpose in life. I'm building something that now is super small, one day will be big.
So, of everything that you've done in your life and evolved into, what are you the proudest of?
Well, one of the proudest is first of all that um, I don't know, sound a little bit, but in 2000, I joined this company, talking about our business. No, I joined this company in 2012, and 2016, we went to NASDAQ to ring the bell because we became public trade. And then as soon as I get out the NASDAQ tower, I see we are on Times Square, and there is a huge, the Times Square, and I see my face over there.
Yeah.
And then as an immigrant, seeing my face on Times Square in New York was very powerful. That's why, I mean, there's so many things, but talking well, because we are talking about my business side, so that will be one of the, wow, I'm very proud of myself.
Absolutely. So, if anyone wants to get involved with your world, get your supplements, reach out to you, any of the good business, where can they go?
Yeah, they just can go to ederralife.com. They can connect with us. We have actually, I talk to most of my customer and and vendors through Instagram. I mean, I no more. I don't like texting. That's so super cold. Emails, whatever. We are on Instagram. We share pictures. We share video. So most likely you'll find me on Instagram or at the farms, talking to the farmers about our ingredients, or I'm at the beach um, taking be part of Run Club in San Diego County.
I love it. Vladi, this has been wonderful. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your story. Thank you for your passion. I appreciate it. Best of luck with everything.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. And you're wonderful. Thank
Thank
you.
you. I appreciate it. Ciao.
Ciao, arrivederci.